What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining us. It's the 2nd of the 4th, January, February, March, April. That's right, I had to count it. We have Jay with us tonight, and Ryan has not turned up yet. So, cheers, coming on, Jay.
Well, at least someone's actually turned up.
Well, that's it. At least one was. Once again, guys, since Ryan become producer of these shows, he's failed to turn up more times than before he become producer.
We're
Um,
very disappointed in him.
it's unbelievable. He will get an official warning, don't worry. It'll be sent to him on a letter-headed piece of paper. Tonight's first discussion to do with Football Manager is a database which I've released yesterday, and I've actually had to edit today. So if anyone did download it yesterday, sorry, but you'll be very disappointed. Download the one today. It's with Riga United, who are a club who play in Latvia. They actually play in the third tier of Latvian football, but out of the 60 or 70 teams at that tier, only 13 were actually in Football Manager. So I took the easy route and stuck them in the second tier. I know what you're thinking, Jay.
It's a bit
Lazy.
lazy, it's laziness, really, isn't it?
I agree.
I don't blame you for not making 47 odd clubs.
When I saw the amount of teams, I literally just went, no. But I've made Riga United. I've made every single player. They've got the correct date of birth, the correct height, the correct weight. It's all been done with the help of the club themselves. 1,738 changes just to create the club. So it's awesome database. This team has the most diverse squad you will find in world football. They have so many nationalities. They make us. Well, I was going to say they make Arsenal look good, but Arsenal are just all French. So
I don't know if Ben's bothered to listen, but it'll make my Lowestoft team look English.
guarantee Ben won't be
That's how
listening.
bad it is. God damn
But
it, Ben.
I understand the joke though.
You have to
Um,
link it to Ben to make sure he's listening. I'll make it in about five. I'll make the same joke in about 10 minutes time.
right, you get that done because I'm not on Facebook.
Where do you get the link? Where do you get the link from?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
It's on our Facebook page. Anyone who's listening via Facebook, tag Ben.
everyone tag Ben.
Just tag him saying, listen to the show. This sounds like a really professional show, and hopefully when Ryan listens back, he'll realise it's because he is not on. You will see also there's a database tutorial made by Jay on the post, so people can listen to that, so you can learn how to download the database, as well as some instructions below. And also there's a documentary made by Stefanos, one of the people who actually helped us put all the information for the players together, called Are You Ready? It's about Riga United. It's worth giving it a watch. It lets you learn a lot about the club. But we will go on to the next topic. The next topic is tomorrow night's Torrevieja night. I will be streaming from 8:30 UK time until 12:30 AM on the evening. 4 hours on twitch.tv/Football Manager Central. So come and tune in and help Torrevieja. Nicholas is listening, Jay. He's just said hello.
Hi, I can't see all that. I need to open that up. Hi, Nicholas.
See, good job, Nicholas. Be his bedtime soon.
Good job. Link Ben.
Yeah,
Just keep spamming him.
Ben. Keep spamming him. But the first topic is club philosophies or manager philosophies. Now, this is linked to the fact that I actually noticed on a save today a club which had shocking youth facilities, and one of the philosophies they wanted was for you to develop youth players, which I thought was a bit of a stupid philosophy to have. I do like to do that, but when they have shit facilities, surely they can't expect you to be developing youth players straight away, Jay.
Yeah, I love the ideas of the always being able to develop youth players, but I've never had a team where I've been able to develop properly youth players. I've had to buy them all in, which
I mean,
which Ben moans at me for.
I mean, can you imagine on your Lowestoft in first season if they said they want you to develop youth players?
It would just not happen, does it?
It's just like, yeah, that's not going to happen. Now you're going to be pissed off at me already. Nicholas,
See, I think it's one of my things now that they want to judge me on is producing youth players, because I asked them to sign high profile players and they're like, nah, just use your youth, save us some money.
that's
And
stupid as well.
the players I'm getting at the minute, I had out of the last like 6 seasons, I've had one player good enough for the league, potentially to be in the league good enough for the league I'm in.
It's frustrating. I think one of the worst frustrating ones is when you take over a club and they say they want you to sign high profile players, then they go, and your transfer budget is nothing. And you're
Yeah.
like, I take the piss. Okay, then I will sign Stephen Apaya because he has been on a free transfer for the past 5 FMs and he has international caps. So let's hope he counts as a high profile.
See, I think think it was a Cardiff save I did on a FM14 when
Oh,
I was like
Nicholas, I love that.
when I was sort of switching through them, and Tam was like, "Yeah, sign high profile players. Transfer budget 1 million.
um,
Thanks."
just jumping down the side, Nicholas said, "Can I submit a region?" And because Ryan has not bothered to turn up, Nicholas, not tonight. And we'll carry it over till next week, and we'll try to get that actually sorted out.
Right.
Charlie says his first time watching for ages, so cheers for listening, Charlie. Jay's just for a shout from to Ryan.
Yeah, I was just gonna go reply and just let us down. Thing is, it lags on from you to hear me. It lags, so when I'm talking in empty space, it sounds like I'm interrupting you,
Ah,
which is
okay.
which is why this happens. I've noticed this for weeks now, and
It's
that's why
only you.
I was just gonna swear about Ryan and say he's awful and he should be sacked.
I agree. I don't think I can
I
sack a producer, but I'll try.
just
Um, Nicholas has said, "Hi, BBS. Best buddies."
babes. I think he just
Oh,
means hi, babes.
all this slang. He bought around £30 million worth of young players, 15 to 18, some great progress, installments mostly. Well, that's a lot of money to be spending on youth. He
I
said he
couldn't.
always develop younger players. I'd love to buy younger players. Nicholas said he's doing Cardiff. I bet that's going to take a long time.
Yeah, Cardiff are awful.
Every single person. He's
Yeah.
really enjoying Cardiff save. Wrexham is on hold. I'm quite surprised Nicholas is doing Cardiff because he normally seems to just be on his Wrexham and then different clubs I've never seen him do a Cardiff one.
I'm
So
surprised Nick's gone to Wrexham again because I wouldn't. I've stayed away from KR because I want to avoid the. I'm never going to be able to replicate what I did.
I
Another
know,
football
but
does the same.
he cheats on every single one, so it's
Yeah,
going to be
Nick.
pretty easy to replicate what he does.
Yeah, Nick does cheat though, doesn't he?
I think he cheats more than he plays fairly. Um, Nicholas said hashtag pointer in.
I think that's just a general hashtag, isn't it? Is that
I
for
think
Prime
so.
Minister though?
I think so. That'll just King.
Do you want me to be Prime Minister? I,
I'm not
I,
really fussed. I don't live in the country.
I could do that. Could do a better job than who's ever in charge.
Brilliant. Who's ever's in charge?
Whoever's.
Um,
Well, I know who's in charge now.
so we're going to jump on the manager philosophies. So ignore the club philosophies. Is there anything specific every time you turn on Football Manager on a new save that you focus on long term or short term?
I, t- I know Ben moans at me, but he always says some homegrown players, which is always one of the main things I have to try and focus on because I'm awful at it.
So don't listen to Ben. He posted a left back from Slovakia or something. So
Yeah, but I got to the stage where my Premier League team had three English players in it, and only one of them made an appearance all season. And yeah, and he only played half the games because my Serbian keeper played the rest of them. See,
see,
that's why Ben was getting. See, I always have that problem. I always because I always say like, why spend 10 million on a homegrown player when you can get a better player for 2 million from abroad?
that's the issue. The cost of homegrown players.
Yeah, we discussed this the other week, didn't we, about all that?
Yeah. I think one of the things I like to do is the youth plan and stuff. But I think whenever I start up a save, my first aim is to kind of get the wage budget down from what it starts at, because you'll normally find you have some really large amounts of crap who are just not worth the money they on.
So the first thing I do is get rid of the dead wood. I don't like knock wages down. I evaluate where are they worth that wage. If they're not, gone. I can get someone in cheaper than you.
I've
Normally
just noticed.
foreign.
I've just noticed. The producer has bothered to turn up. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
I don't know why you decided to go on a family evening when you know we've got the FM show.
Celebration, pal.
No, I don't care. I want you to apologise to everybody right now.
I apologise for going out with my dad.
He didn't mean it. Um, Ryan, any club or manager philosophies you want to discuss?
Well, at the moment, Barcelona, my philosophy is the typical Barcelona style, tiki-taka. That's exactly what I'm trying to put into the Barcelona style after taking over them when they weren't in the Champions League. I'm now trying to create a tactic that puts two up front, which is quite a task, but we'll see how it goes next season. Anyone who wishes to read the post, you'll find out how it's going once I update it after pre-season.
Can I throw a joke in?
You can.
So you're going to do it the typical Barcelona way, so you're going to go and sign some underage kids?
Maybe. You'll have to
Yeah,
see.
there you go. Transfer ban coming. Way. Tom Evans listening. He said his average age of his Derby team at the minute is 22. I assume that's because one of his long-serving players has retired. I have been keeping not a close eye because you can imagine how many people post on the group, but I try to keep an eye on most people's postings. And he's had a really good save with Derby going. Nicholas said on his current Cardiff one he bought Jordi Klaassen, the Dutch guy, for 15 million, sold him for 40 million after 4 months. And he's transfer listed for 20 million. Sign him back?
Sell him again. Sign him, sell him.
Sign him back, sell him, just keep doing it. Next one we're going to do is actually it's something which could be discussed in future as well. It's continuing the rebuilding of an established club or rebuilding an established club. Now I took this as possibly a club's being promoted. You want to establish them in the top division. Do you totally rebuild that, or as Ryan is doing at the minute, Barcelona massively established La Liga side and they would fall in away slightly when Ryan snuck in there and just rebuilt them, Ryan. Am I correct?
That's correct, yeah.
See, I guessed what the topic was about. I've seen a lot of people looking at championship clubs at the minute and talking about kind of building them. So it's not really established at Premier League level, but trying to take maybe clubs who've been up there in the past and kind of establishing them again. What kind of strategies would you use, Jay, if you were taking that kind of plan on?
What, to keep a team in the Premier League?
Once you've gone up, yeah, what would you do to kind of establish them in there?
Well, the first thing when I took Lowestoft up, I don't know if it's the same sort of situation you're on about. The first thing I did was build from the back to the front.
Did you bring in experienced Premier League players, or?
I brought in English players who are used to the level of playing, and I always aim to buy players above the level I'm playing at. So I was buying I couldn't tell you without looking because all the players I've sold now from this sort of point of view. I had some players that had already played in the Premier League to keep me at the back. Then I bought young players up front.
So I think it's always a good idea,
strategy.
isn't it?
Experience at the back, youth at the front.
Yeah, I think sure, Ryan, you'll probably agree as well. If you're just going into a league or you want to cement yourself in the league, signing players who have been tried and tested in that league or in that nation are definitely a way to go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had a few players that I bought in my previous teams that I was at on my save, and they had Premiership experience, and I brought them for League One, League Two, because I haven't managed in League One yet, unfortunately. But League Two, they had Premiership experience. They got released, got me promoted.
Who hasn't managed in League One?
I haven't. Oh, I have managed in League One, but Coventry. But we'll ignore that.
And with Crawley. And with Crawley. Or did you leave?
No, it was League Two.
You left after promotion. I thought you stayed for a season.
No, I went to Gillingham straight after.
Unbelievable. Loyalty is shocking.
No, there's just no loyalty in football these days.
I've been at Barcelona 4 years.
Yeah. You wait till someone comes sniffing around, you'll soon be gone.
I've been at Lowestoft for 10 years.
Well, I've been at Riga United for six weeks.
Is that the longest you've been without getting sacked?
It is. Hello. Let's all praise Paul. Tom said he had 10 players with homegrown status at the minute with Derby, which is good going. It's so tough the longer you go into a save in England. Just the price and the cost of homegrown players is so expensive. Definitely worth developing in the early years, your youth recruitment. Nicholas said installments is a way of getting players for cheaper. Glad you told us that, Nicholas. There's
Yeah,
something we never knew.
It's a
but
way
it
of getting
does.
players for cheaper, but it affects your finances in the long term.
Yeah, sometimes I like to do, but quite often I would like to just get the money out the way so I know what I'm going to be spending.
Yeah,
After he wins the Champions League and Premier League with Cardiff, he wants to go to Bundesliga to a team all low Bundesliga. Might go Paderborn. That's Nicholas. Don't worry, Nicholas. Just manage Germany when you start as well. It'll help you. Um, we'll jump on to.
Poor Nicholas.
Is there a region of the week, Ryan, or are we moving that to next week?
We'll move it to next week because I haven't
We'll
done it.
move it to next week. Unbelievable.
so lazy.
I've been out all day.
Come on, FMC first. We all know this.
I don't know why. As I've said, people, I don't know why he picked to do it on a Thursday. I will have a word after the show.
What are you gonna do? Phone me, Dad.
Yeah, yes.
Keep moving.
I'm telling your mum on you.
Yeah.
Jill will be
next
most
topic.
displeased.
The next topic we're going to talk about is a couple of people have been posting on our Facebook group FM Central about avoiding the easy Wonderkid option. Now, a lot of people, in fact, very few people actually do just go and sign the basic Wonderkids. I would start rhyming them all off, but genuinely, I am never a club that can sign them, so I've never signed any of them. I know Belanta's name always comes up.
Lukijovic.
Lukijovic and Ferrer on the old ones, or whatever it was.
Still good on this one.
Oh, he's still good on. There you go.
Will Hughes is another one.
Will Hughes on the old ones, yeah, still probably is now. But avoiding the easy Wonderkid, I think a lot more people do that than people seem to think. People seem to assume that everybody just goes for the easy targets, but I think a lot of people do like to have a look around. But it's quite often like you'll come up with a player and you'll think, oh, I found a bargain. Then there's always somebody else who's had him first. So, and the world of football doesn't expand every time you load up a new game. It's the longer you go into your game. So people are always going to start by closely signing some of the same people. If you start a game in Norway, a lot of people are going to sign Strandberg and people like that, for example. Exactly. That's a player who you can't really sign in Norway, but if you sign players from Norway, it's exactly a player who will all get. Nicholas said he hates buying mainstream players, mainstream Wonderkids. He said Berahino for him has scored 52 and 54 games. That's another person who a lot of people might get. 14 assists as well.
It tends to be quite expensive to pick him up, though.
Yeah, because Nicholas will have an international job, he might sign.
Oh yeah.
He also had Berahino on the online league, which I think he's done quite well for him this season as well. Just got.
Nicholas in caps lock said he didn't manage Wales with Cardiff. Must have managed England.
Yeah, no doubt.
Only 3 of the players are English. The rest he bought at 18 or below. That's good though, Tom. So it's developing youth. It's giving them all a chance. No matter what country they come from, if you sign them at 15, 16, you can still class yourself as developing youth.
Impending transfer ban for illegal transfers.
Who's that, you or him?
No, him. He'll have what Barcelona get.
Transfer ban coming in. Are there any unfamiliar Wonderkids out, or as you would class as Wonderkids, Ryan? Do you want to give 1 or 2 away? If you can remember that far back, Jesus. When did you last start a new save?
Well, I've got 2 saves. That's the Man United one, which I haven't been on for a very long time, and the one now. And Wonderkids I'd list to you, no one would have on their save because they're all unique to me.
Well, you know, you found some unique people.
Well, yeah, I'm looking for someone called Alcino Lema from Bari. I think Bari, the Portuguese club, is a 17-year-old Wonderkid, supposedly.
There you go, sign him up.
They want 62 million for him, which is quite funny.
Shows how the prices just go massively, isn't it?
He's only worth 250 grand as well.
Nicholas said he didn't do a national team. Must have known 21.
Don't lie, Nick. We all know you've done some sort of cheating.
Yeah, legal trust. As someone who loves to play long-term saves, I don't even know the mainstream Wonderkids. It's a kind of good thing. I mean, when people people have tagged me on our Facebook group quite a lot and said, who do I recommend, for example, and stuff. And then when I look at what club they are, I have no idea. I've got a surprise for Ryan because I'm actually playing a save which I've been recording, but I'm finishing the first season before I upload it. And it's actually a fairly big club. It's a club that's won the Champions League, which is very unheard of for me.
Jesus.
And Ryan had this discussion a couple of weeks ago where you said you'd never seen me manage a fairly big club. So I thought I'd manage a fairly big club and just see how I could do. And my God, it's tough to find players because the players I'd normally look towards are just not good enough for this level. So I'm actually looking around, I'm like, who is this guy? And it's just like, then I will see somebody post the exact same guy on our Facebook group, and I'm like, oh, I've just signed him. And then loads of people comment as if he's like such a Wonderkid on FM, but not really famous outside of Football Manager. Obviously I know about all of the players, but I just have no knowledge on if they're going to turn into fantastic players because I've never really used them.
Everyone can now comment down the side guessing which team you are.
You'll never guess, but they've won the Champions League and they've won the Premier League as well, so it's an English club.
In recently?
Don't know, I'm telling you.
Should we just play 20 questions? What country are they in?
Well, they've won the Premier League, Jay, so that's a good start.
You never said English Premier League, Scottish Premier League, Estonian Premier League. You should.
Well, I don't want to help you too much.
Well, I imagine it would.
Sorry.
So they've won a Champions League, they've won a Premier League. What division do they currently play in?
Let's news to you, Jay. It's not Norwich.
I can't tell you what division they play in.
Just come back when you've beaten Bayern Munich at their stadium. Oh no, wait, we're the only English team to have done that. Never mind.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? The listeners now go, Norwich have played Bayern Munich. Was it a friendly?
and won.
Now, Jay, actually talking about Wonderkids, and then mentioning Norwich, you're working on a Norwich post at the minute for the website. Norwich are definitely a club to look at when we talk about Wonderkids.
There are a lot of unknown ones at Norwich. Some that won't develop into like Lionel Messi's, but some that are the more
some that will.
Some that will. Josh Murphy might develop into like Pele. You'll be surprised. He's actually a really good player.
Because Jay is not biased at all.
Not quite coming from you. He's not quite Pele. He'll turn into a good player. I'll say a star Premier League player.
So not quite Pele, but a star.
Not quite Pele. Not quite Pele. He's good, but he's not quite Pele. There are quite a few. We've got Cameron McGeehan, who's been on loan, who's played against Man United this season in the Cup for Cambridge.
Yep, know him well.
There's been no, you don't. Don't lie. Harry Toffolo, Louis Thompson, both at Swindon. Jamal Lozar, Carlton Morris.
Jamal Lozar is absolutely useless.
What are you talking about?
He was useless at Coventry. Absolutely horrific.
He scored the other night.
Oh well, sign him up.
Yeah, not for Coventry.
He's for Norwich in the league above you.
Useless player.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked.
This is about as helpful as a chocolate fireguard.
Don't forget the Murphy brothers.
Yeah, I've mentioned Josh. I forgot about Jacob. Jacob. He's not quite Josh Murphy, but he's good.
Is it Jacob who posted when he was at Blackpool that they were going to get paid?
Yeah.
Yeah, quality. I love that post tweet.
I don't know where he's gone. I don't know where he's on loan to now. He's gone to some random shit club.
Down to Blackpool.
Josh Murphy, I think, is still at Wigan. That's how desperate Wigan are. They're taking our youth players on loan.
But why is he gone? Why is he not playing? Why are you not giving these players like Josh Murphy? Is he not such a big talent that he should be in the first team?
The thing is, we've got him sat about, but there are players ahead of him still.
Now, what I would say is you have a guy who came up on Monday Night Show, Nathan Redmond, who for the under-21s was unbelievable.
See, he's not that. Everyone, Norwich fans rip into him at club level because he doesn't.
He's not been that good this year, I've heard.
He's been good in sometimes, but he's not consistent enough. But I always think that with a youth player, you're never going to find a consistent youth player. He was. He won't be playing for Norwich.
If
To be fair.
the future Football Manager speaks for itself, then Josh Murphy will turn out fantastic and go to United.
Or Ipswich.
Yeah.
Sign him up.
Make me sick.
Sorry. Didn't mean to. So yeah, good guess on my team. It's not Norwich.
Is it Nottingham Forest?
It is Nottingham Forest.
And that's why I knew that straight away.
That took a lot of guessing, Jay.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, my first club guess.
I bet you had to search the history books for that.
No, I knew what they won. They won it in '81, didn't they? The Champions League.
Yeah, that was
79-80.
I had an idea. I just didn't want to give it away for everyone.
That's it. Yeah, I didn't want to give it away either.
You could have said no.
Worry, I could get sacked season 1. They'll never get released. So another reason why I'm doing it for a whole season, just to test how good I am at that high level.
Championships. You say high level. Championships. Not the highest, is it?
Well, it's quite high for me. I go on nosebleed selecting the team.
I think the best team that I've seen you as is Panathinaikos.
That was such a good save as well.
Until you got sacked.
Shit leagues. I didn't get sacked. I just kind of got
sacked.
No, I was in season 5 and I just kind of got bored of it. It was one of them saves which kind of just petered out to just like, oh, I'm sick of this now.
It's alright. You'll guide Toro Vieca to the next Real Madrid and Barcelona of La Liga. You'll be fine.
If we keep streaming once a week, we won't. James said, thanks for reminding me, beepheads. That's not very nice, James. We are on at the exact same time every week. If you're too old to remember that and you need reminded, don't come blaming me. And he just said again, thanks for reminding me about the show, beepheads. He's so aggressive.
To be fair, Jay asked me earlier, what's on tonight?
He must have lost a.
No, I meant on terms of topics, and you were just like treating me like an idiot, and I know exactly what's going on.
Outrageous. Because didn't read my post.
At least I turned up.
No, yeah.
Sorry, mate. I turned up on time.
You would have had no topic if it wasn't for me.
We haven't got any topics now. We've run out. That's why I'm just kind of letting the blagging continue.
Me and Paul could have talked about Football Manager for 45 minutes easily. We just chat about our saves.
Yeah. that won't last long. I've only seen thing. Jesus. Well, I signed one person. He does well. But yeah, we'll just want to quickly mention again about tomorrow night, Torre Vieja. Stream for 4 hours. We're only 4 games in, if anyone remembers last week's stream. I think it was last week. We've won 2, lost 2. We lost the first 2 games of the season. Had our head in our hands, but my amazing tactical knowledge turned that round and we won the next 2. So I know what Ryan's thinking. Great work.
I was just going to remind everyone, if you're not signed up, then sign up. Look at this post.
There you go, look at the post. Ryan, just tell them about it. What is this?
This is our Torre Vieja Supporters Club, where if you email footballmanagercentral@mail.com with a capital F, you can sign up. You'll get emails from myself with match reports that I sent out today. I assume you two have both received that email.
Yep.
And you'll get, whenever we're streaming, possibly the day before or a couple of hours before, I'll send out an email to let you know when we're streaming, and various emails of information that's going on for what we're doing for Torre Vieja. I think we've raised over €1,000 so far, if I read what Chris said correctly.
Indeed, we have.
That's brilliant.
We've raised quite a lot for the club.
I want to just tell. We have got something on Saturday as well. I'm going to be pestering people over Easter. And I'm going to be posting on the Facebook page for Torre Vieja, which if you just search the FMC, you'll see our Torre Vieja supporters group. I'm going to be posting a donate button on the page, and I want every single person on there to donate £1 on Saturday for Easter towards the club. That would be £200 raised just off everyone donating £1.
That's basically everyone who's not eating chocolate for Easter. You can put £1 to the club and not buy an Easter egg.
I'm still eating chocolate now.
What if I have enough money to buy chocolate and put £1 in? Can I do that? Or are you literally banning me from eating chocolate here?
Just ban the chocolate and put whatever you're going to buy towards the chocolate towards the club.
Damn it.
I I think we should to raise some money to Torrevieja. I think the good idea here would be fine Rotten for turning up late.
Would make a fortune.
Yeah, just fine him for turning up late. If he like just fining him for training. If he turns up late, fine him.
Fine for every minute. I was 10 minutes late.
Ryan wouldn't turn up for training. He can't play football. Ryan,
Therefore,
£10,000 then, Ryan.
therefore I can't coach.
there you go. We know it. Ryan, there's a post on the website now. KSD ad boards pack. Do you want to just explain what that is?
I believe Paul did this post, but it is from Daryl Sykes, who we know in the FM community is an amazing graphics creator. It adds ad boards all around on when you have the 3G match engine open. It shows various ad boards for various clubs around Europe and other countries around the world, I believe. But Daryl is updating it and is hoping to have every single club, as far as my knowledge that I know of Daryl, covered for ad boards. Looks amazing for me for Barcelona. I've got quite a few ad boards that keep changing throughout the game, so download them. They are excellent.
Fantastic. You'll see some there that's stuck on the post. I think they look quite nice. So good work. Also, last Friday, since you were last with us, we've had another fan site Friday post. A set piece design post, which I did quite a while ago now. Just the basics of how I personally set up my set pieces. As you'll see, and I go into the near post and I have people attacking that as well as lurking on the edge of the box. Always keep 2 men back. Like to be defensive, and attacking wise, I like to keep a man forward, one on the edge of the box, and then just 3 along the 6-yard box. I don't know if you guys do that. I like to have three and sometimes 4 people zonal marking the 6-yard box. Do you do that, Jay?
On attacking?
No, on defending.
Oh. I don't really set up defending ones, to be fair. I just let them get on with it. I set attacking ones, and I spend a lot of time getting them because I get lots of corners. I play short corners for attacking. They work well. Especially when you've got so many people who just like to stand around and don't bother doing anything else in the box. It's so hard to motivate my players sometimes.
So I'm just reading downside Jay, you can't post in the comments.
Why?
It's just confusing me.
But there's no law against it, and I wanted to raise about him, but I kept missing my window of opportunity.
I think our producer won't allow it in from the people speaking.
So I was going to post in the comments as well, sharing our Torrevieja Facebook page, but never mind, as Paul is telling us off.
Next bit I'm going to talk about is something that Ryan has updated. I think it was this week. The very detailed training post we have, something which is still on standby to become a fan site post. The low league training test you have done, Ryan.
Yeah, I started this out to expand the post as we started it at Chelsea, and I thought I'd test it in the lower leagues. As it turned out, I started it with Worcester, which is the university I'm at the moment. The facilities, as you can see, are completely different. Chelsea have state-of-the-art facilities. Worcester have very basic facilities, as they're sharing with Kidderminster at the moment. And scrolling down to the bottom of the post, which Paul will do now, you'll see that our recommendation doesn't work in the lower leagues. So it's something over time, whenever I get time away from my Barcelona save, that I'll be looking at finding what is the right training for the lower leagues. You'll see that players are unhappy with the low training. Maybe they want to train more. I've recommended that you start looking at, maybe they want to start training on specific things. So they want to start defending 1 week, attacking another. Maybe we want to start training on the tactics if you have a specific tactic that you want to train. It's something I'll be looking into maybe once I get to Man United on my save, but we never know when that'll be.
I do feel kind of upset that the person who manages in the low league constantly, i.e. myself, didn't actually get asked up also what training do you do? How do you keep all your players happy?
Because you keep getting sacked.
Yeah, but the players are still happy with training. They just think I'm crap on the match day.
It's because you are.
I know. Also, Ryan is in charge of our SS kits, updating that and there's been a few things added to that this week as well, Ryan.
There's been quite a few. Mostly every day I try and check Sort It Out SI, which are the makers of the SS kits, and I'm updating this post practically at least once a week. So it's going to keep growing and growing. You can see the English leagues there goes down to the Northwest Counties League, and we also have right at the bottom of the post international kits that are added onto there too.
Which I just downloaded today.
And they are amazing.
I haven't actually checked out any of the teams since I downloaded them. I kind of just added them and just went, right, that's done.
It's also from Sort It Outside. The 3D kits are also slightly updated, but they've not been sorted out aside. Still needed to add a few more, but they are on there and they're on our website as well. So give us the views and go through us first rather than sort it out aside.
PLC, that I've just gone on to the deleting your cache or cache, however people pronounce it. There's been a lot of, well, I'm sorry.
While we're on the topic of correcting your speaking, there's something you always say. You say Regen as well.
What's wrong with that? It is a Regen.
Yeah,
no, he says Regen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? That's how Paul speaks.
Oh my God, Colin, posting links in the side.
Yeah, it's to our Toro Vieja Supporters group. Colin's listening. He's doing my job. Therefore, I can't get told off for commenting in the side.
What I just want to point out is Ryan's just going to quickly explain the cache post why I actually load out Toro Vieja group in the background. I'm going to get up. But why have I just quickly gone on this post, Ryan? There's been a lot of people this week having the issue of graphics not loading, of having issues when loading the game up. It seems to become more and more happening.
Prevalent? Is that the word you're looking for?
No idea what that word means, but go on.
Basically, whenever you add graphics to the game, someone will comment on the group like Paul has said, like, my graphics aren't working, and usually I'll comment saying, has your cache been deleted? And usually they think, I need to delete the cache that's on the game when you go to the preferences interface, delete cache. Sometimes that doesn't work. Sometimes you have to close the game and then load up the post, which usually I'll link it straight away, open up the post, copy and paste the, what should I call it? It's not a link because it's not a website link, but it'll take you to the cache folder, delete all the cache, delete it from your recycling bin, reopen Football Manager, and from then your graphics should be working. If not, obviously just keep posting and I'll help you out. There are various other guides that are on the site that I've typed up. If the guides don't help you, then keep messaging me. Paul usually sends anyone to me that has graphical issues, and I'm happy to help.
Yeah, which is good because I'm too busy. You'll see that I've just brought up the Toro Vieja Sports group in the background. If you haven't already liked it, go and like it. You see there, the FMC CD Toro Vieja Penda Supporters Club. So give it a like. And anyone on the right hand side, if you see your name, hey, you're famous. There's Jay and Ryan at the top.
3 likes away from 200.
3 likes away from 200, which means everybody who gives £1 on Saturday will make it up to £200. No excuses. £1 is nothing. If you can't afford £1, go and sell your computer because you are obviously far too short of money. But we have 5 minutes left of the show tonight, so I want Ryan to tell people about his save.
My save? Well, so far I am at Barcelona for 4 years, which has been quite a shock on this save. If anyone who is following it will know that I went from club to club to club to club many, many years ago. But now Barcelona, which going back to one of the topics where I kept establishing the club, now I'm looking at getting the youngsters in, but as we know, as saves progress, trying to get youngsters in becomes quite ridiculous. Like I said earlier, the Portuguese player I want to get in, the club wants 62 million, but hopefully I can keep rebuilding, keep winning trophies. I'm going to try and aim again to get over 100 points, which I've done twice for Barcelona, and in the next 4 years I'm aiming to be at Man United, but that's down to Diego Simeone, who seems to think it's quite funny when he drags out his contract to the last day and signs a contract. So we'll see. Journey to Man United is still going. It's on part 4 of the post.
What year are you in now?
2031.
2031. He is getting there. To go to the Conference South or North, was it? To go down there, to go to Belgium, to go to Russia, to go to Portugal. It's definitely been a journey. It's going to be one you remember as well.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping. I've been trying to plug it to Miles, but he just goes like, "Well done."
Yeah,
It's like, it's like, okay, I've done all this. Well done. It's like
yeah,
big
Look,
clap.
just a little pat on the head. Well done. He's a good boy.
Who knows? Maybe I'll write a book about it.
join your stomach rubbing. Good boy. You have to combine them all into one post. See how long the post turns out to be.
Oh well, we know how long one is. So
I just want to quickly mention as well, Ryan, this week we've sorted out DS face packs because it's all gone into one download now.
it has. Yep.
Which is
It
going to make life a lot easier.
makes it a lot easier because I'm sure people on the group were complaining that we had to download this, download this, download this. Now it's all in one download file, which you can either use it as a torrent, where you will need to download BitTorrent, uTorrent, or another torrent service, but you can also use a regular download, which I believe it's on MediaFire, if I can remember rightly.
I think DF11 uses Mega, but they're all the same stuff.
That's the one. A
So,
link.
well,
So you need fast internet for that, though. If you have BitTorrent, it's usually quite quicker.
Yeah,
Really?
I'd recommend using a torrent for it, because if not, it spends ages unless your internet's good. Or if you've got the patience, sit there and download it from Mega.
Put it this way, I think I tried it and it said 3 days. I thought, ha, you're having a laugh.
I don't think there's no point of using that. I mean, for some reason, a lot of people won't use torrents, and I genuinely don't understand why. It's like they think they're going to destroy the computer secretly.
I think it's more the fact that people think that torrents are used for illegally downloading movies, illegally downloading music, but torrents, they're not actually illegal if they're using them for legal sources like this. If people make things available for a torrent like this DF face packs, it's not illegal. So
Exactly.
go for it.
But we're going to finish tonight's show talking about the Football Manager WizKids database. That was updated a few days ago now, on the 26th of the 3rd. So since the official database came out, when did it come out? The end of February? There's obviously been a lot of changes since then. Over 13,300 changes on this year's database from James. Smashing records on download figures, so definitely worth downloading and just updating your game just that bit since C released their winter update. But yeah, I think that's about it, Ryan. Did you have anything you want to add tonight?
No, but apologies for coming on late. I shall be on Monday night show on the deadline. I shall be on early, and I'll say hello to you all, so you all know that I'm there on time.
Sure.
I don't think he's going to be on time.
No, he's just.
Well, there's no shows tomorrow. You're streaming tomorrow. I'm going out donating blood. I'm going to the cinema, and I shall be back on time for the stream.
Yes, Ryan is going to come on the stream tomorrow night. He has promised to talk only Football Manager and actually keep an eye on the stream as well.
Are your housemates going to come in and interrupt us again?
No, because I'm at home. As you notice, I have perfect connection. You can hear me clearly.
I have noticed how you haven't been disconnected because no one's turned your internet off.
No, because I'm at home and Mother doesn't turn the internet off. My sister doesn't turn the internet off. She's happily in the living room with her duvet. I'm happily away from that situation.
Ryan drives a Land Rover and he's really posh. Yet by the sounds of it, he can't afford to put the heating on, so she's not putting it. What I would say is, if anyone didn't notice, I do apologise, but tonight's topics were so thin that we've run out of topics at 10:50. So we did plug with Ryan's duvet talk. So thanks for listening, everybody, and we will see you on Monday night, where we have more topics than we have time, so it will actually sound like we are not plugging. Say good night.
Good night.
Good morning.
Brilliant.